Hey everyone, this is my first impression of Death Relives, a survival horror game with a unique Aztec horror theme. The atmosphere is pretty solid, there are moments of real tension and some sequences do a great job building dread. That's something I definitely appreciate in a survival horror title, but I also have a few serious issues. First off, the character animations and facial expressions feel stiff and sometimes even break immersion, especially in key scenes. And honestly, the HUD should be off by default. Leaving it on makes it feel like the game's trying to hold your hand, and in horror that ruins a lot of the suspense. A good horror game should guide you through design, not UI prompts in my opinion. As for Zipototek, the Aztec god who's your main stalker, his design is cool, but the way he moves around the map didn't really sell the fear for me. Maybe I have been spoiled by games like Amnesia or Alien Isolation, where the enemy generally makes you panic. Here it feels like the same formula, but without the same impact, like something's missing in the execution. The story had potential, but it's told in a pretty clunky way. I like the premise, a guy trying to rescue his mother from an ancient god, but the pacing feels off. The game introduces strange flashbacks and even gives you combat sections against the monster, which honestly kills the fear. Horror is scariest when you can't fade back, when you have no choice but to hide, run and pray. Now to be fair, the Aztec setting is probably the game's strongest point. The voice of Zipototek is performed in the actual Aztec language, and that gives the whole experience a really authentic and immersive edge, which I like a lot. Technically, I didn't run into many issues on PC, maybe some lightning here or there felt off, and the opening cutscene, a top-down view of a car driving, looked rough, especially for something made in Unreal Engine 5. It gave me that eerily unfinished vibe, which isn't great for a first impression. As for gameplay, puzzles, hiding some combat, it's all pretty standard survival horror stuff, which I consider a solid element of this production. I don't think it's bad, just not particularly fresh, as we have seen similar mechanics in the other productions. What is fair. Regarding the voice acting of the main character, it sounds weirdly flat. It's just fine, but I would expect a little bit more. It just doesn't fit the tone of what's happening on the screen, at least not always, because sometimes it's fine. So overall, while Death Relives has its fair share of fluffs, I'm still glad I gave it a shot, because I had a really fun time playing this, and the Aztec mythology makes it stand out. And some of the atmospheric moments are genuinely memorable. If you are intrigued by the mythology, this production is really the best choice if this comes to this genre. I do recommend though to play on higher difficulty and at the evening to enhance the experience more. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching, have fun!